Next up on the Sage 2021 showcase, we have Yoshi's Fabrication Station, Super Mario Construct 2. This really got my attention, actually, for this year. It's one of the ones that got most of my attention, in fact. This was added by Luigi Bonus, and the description states, the original Yoshi's Island, released in 1995, is one of Nintendo's most gorgeous and beloved platformers. However, 26 years later, there still isn't a way to easily create your own levels for this game. Well, I figured it's time to fix that. Introducing Yoshi's Fabrication Station, a faithful recreation of the original YI engine with a level designer, featuring Yoshi about to go on a new adventure through your own and other people's levels. This level editor is designed to be easy to use, but it certainly does not stop you from creating pretty advanced stages. Yoshi's Fabrication Station is a game that attempts to replicate the original Yoshi's Island as close as possible and tweak things where necessary, like fixing glitches. Personally, I find this game a piece of art and one of Nintendo's greatest works, but what if we could push it even further than that? We've seen what people have been able to do with the Super Mario mechanics with various Mario level editors, either official or fan-made. Imagine what is possible if anyone was able to create levels with the beautiful tile sets, sprites, and mechanics of Yoshi's Island. That's exactly what this project is trying to achieve. So, I like Yoshi's Island a lot. It's really quite the lovely game, and honestly, I always wanted to see like more. There are a few Yoshi's Island hacks out there, but they're not very off. They're few and far between. There hasn't been one in a while, in fact. So it's nice to see, well, a Mario Maker-esque Yoshi's Island creator, because this is something I think that this game is needed, because it's a great game. It's a great game. Having a maker for it, that's a great thing. But let's go ahead and check out what we have here. There is sound. There's not on the screen. I think it's a pretty early version. But yeah, let's check this out. But of course, before we begin, if you like the video, do think about giving it a like. And maybe even we see a announcement HUD pop up while I'm saying this, but I don't know. There it is. Why does it do that sometimes? Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, think about doing that as well. And if you want to help out immensely, come on by Twitch, add to the audience, add to the view count, be social. I love talking to people, and I'm trying to hit partners, so the more people I talk to, the closer I get to partners. So please, come on by and lend your ear, or, your mouth, whatever you feel like. Just come on by and talk and listen and lurk, or whatever you want to do. I really appreciate any additional viewership. Also, we have a Discord community if you want to come by a more chill Discord-y environment and hang out with some nice people. And I have a coffee link now if you want to directly monetize my content, which I appreciate if you wish to do that. Links are in the description for everything, so check that out there. So let's see here. We got a level editor. We can play a level. I'm going to start by playing. I want to see how things play. Now, okay, as I thought, there's actually nothing to play. This doesn't come with any default levels. That's okay. Huh. Okay. Well, this is fine though, because I actually have a little link for myself here. If I go to this one link, which is actually the Sage page for the game, the way levels are made and shared is via codes. So there's actually some levels here that are apparently, quote unquote, by the developer, some awesome levels you can play. So I'll check these out. One is made by the developer, another by Blue 7, Sculptor, Blazing Gamer, Lord Dominator, Flying Death, and another one by Sculptor. Okay. Apparently, all I have to do is open this link, and we get a level code. And then I just grab this code somehow. I guess I'll get the raw paste data and just copy it that way. So I captured all of this, and then I put it here. There we go. Worked. You can butt in the chat. You can butt in the chat. I'm sorry the butt didn't show up. I'm noticing the little preview in the corner doesn't actually display some stuff sometimes. I don't really understand why that is. But I'm sorry. But I'm sorry there's no butt. Also, we had to time out another person posting a weird link. That's the third person today. I'm sure they're all spam bots. Why are we getting spam bots so much today? Anyways, Groovy Citadel by Blue Yoshi. Okay, I guess I have a different name here. My first level in Yoshi Fabrication Station. Venture through the ruins of an ancient village and make your escape. Enjoy. I will. Let's check it out. Oh yeah. Controller? No controller. Okay, keyboard. You type this code at home. It's link. Yeah, you could. Well, the link's on the page. Oh, what the hell? All right, let me figure out what the controls. Okay, so I mean, Oh, I don't like that. Can I change that? Hold on. Oh, I can't even leave the level. I don't know how to pause. Okay. I'm restarting. Give me a second. Thanks for the ban. I was going to ask about that. Let's go to the options. Look at the controls real fast. Okay. Can I put this on the controller? Is that allowed? I mean, if I must use keyboard, fine, but I must use keyboard. Left. Right. Jump. Up. Down. Tug. That. Oh shit. Shift. Pause. Don't need a button for that, thanks though. Alright, well, let's see. How's this feel? Yeah, it feels good. So, previously, here's how they had the controls originally. The default controls. Z to jump, A to tongue. I'm on a QWERTY keyboard. That felt weird as shit. So I put Z and X to jump and tongue. That's much better. Egg is now A, which is... That feels reasonable. Yeah, this is good. Alright, let's do it. And I put shift to lock aiming, which is a good... I feel like the ring finger is ready to go over there. That's a good place for it, I feel. Alright, let's try this level again. Actually play it this time. Egg! We do have an egg command. I expect it to be used during this. If you don't, you're missing out on something, I would definitely say. That was an intentional trick shot. Thank you. I'm very impressive. That wasn't a near miss. No. What? I look for secrets. The audio balance is a little odd. I feel like Yoshi's sound effects are much louder than the music. Is the volume still okay? Can I not go up there? Sorry, in Yoshi's Island, I'm very used to checking nooks and crannies for hidden, cloudy block things, whatever you call them. It's fine? Okay, good. If you don't, no, you won't get bad if you don't use A command, but... Trick shot! Fuck you. Well, this controls pretty well. I noticed a little weird glitch here and there, but overall it feels pretty good. So, how many of you guys don't know about Yoshi's Island? Like, how many of you guys don't know how this game works, basically? In the game's actual levels, there are 20 red coins to find in each level. They look like normal coins, but they have a slightly different hue. You can actually see right here. The middle coin is a red coin because it's slightly different looking. You don't know until you pick it up, though, for the most part. I think the Game Boy Advance version made it a lot less obvious for some reason. Anyways, 20 coins, 5 flowers, and kind of a weird version of a no-hit challenge where you have 10 life starting. You have 10 hit points starting out. But you can get little flower dudes, or whatever they're called, little star dudes, to get up to 20. And if you lose Baby Yoshi by getting hit, you will start losing the stars. But you'll regenerate up to 10. But so the objective is to hold on to 20 by the end, like so. So obviously, if you get hit when you have more than 10, you're just gonna permanently lose those, so you gotta find more. So yeah, generally kind of a no-hit run challenge, but kind of not at the same time. $30? Oh, is it 30 coins? Oh, I can't remember. Or 30, oh, 30 for the star points? I couldn't remember. Let's pause. There we go. That'll 30 stars, 8 coins here. I guess they can change the amount in each level. Neat. And that's actually good. I'm glad there's a little customization on that. Aside from the audio balancing being a little weird, this is very faithful. And what I mean by that is the music should be louder, or the sound effects should be quieter, one or the other. Pop. Oh, can't go back down. Hopefully I don't... Yeah, no, it's probably the right path, though, so... Honestly... Yoshi's Island has, like, one of the best aesthetics, in my opinion. Oh, shit. That's weird. There's 4 star guys. Where's the last one? Okay, there's definitely something a little bit weird about momentum. Up and down momentum is a little different than it used to be. I'm noticing Yoshi falling a little faster than I'm used to. His flutter isn't working quite the same as I'm used to either. I cannot get on that cloud. I feel like I should be able to get on that cloud, but... Oh, I get it. Okay, that's interesting. Whoop, those blocks are merged together now. Alright. Wait, was that just to get the coins, which I got anyways? Alright, well. Hold on. You learn in Yoshi's Island. Generally check Nook and Crannies. It's not always required for the 100% completion of a level, but it's a great way to find, like, little extra one-ups and stuff. Flutter is a little... Yeah, the physics feel a little bit off. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. It still feels familiar enough to make it playable. Well, I hope there's more stars somewhere because I need a few more. Also, if you ricochet your egg, actually I should have been doing that earlier. I forgot about this. You may notice your egg disappears after a while. This is a mechanic that not everybody actually knows about. Basically, if you ricochet your egg and catch it, if you ricochet your egg and catch it. Okay, I can't catch my egg for some reason. Oh wait, no, you gotta use your tongue to catch an egg. Derp. That doesn't work. Nope. Anyways, it slowly breaks down. There's actually a really good use to having a broken egg. Okay, hold on. It feels like Yoshi isn't trying to rouse accurately either. Anyways, if I could grab an egg, I could re-add it to my collection with it being a different color. I believe it works this way. The egg goes from green to yellow to red, and then it breaks. So, obviously, if you have a yellow or red egg, it has less durability, it can do less bounces. That may make it sound useless, but in fact, it's actually quite useful. If an egg is yellow and kills an enemy, you get some coins for it. And if an egg is red and kills an enemy, or hits a power-up or whatever, then you get stars for it. This is obviously quite valuable. How do I get up there? That's fine, I'll just... That's not gonna work, actually. At least I don't think it is. I think I was supposed to use an enemy or something. Oh, do they bounce the same amount? Oh, so if you recatch your egg, it recovers its bounces regardless of its color then. Fair enough. I definitely feel like the flutter is not the same as I'm used to. Also, I can't get this, so... Rip. You actually see I missed the flower, it's on the checkpoint. So I did not properly complete the level. Let's try it again, actually. Shame I have to load it each time. I think later versions will probably allow me to save levels, right? So. See if I can do better. No, that's weird. That one looks like it would be something that gives you stars, but it didn't give me any stars. Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, I need to actually generate some stars, so let me... Oh, since I can't grab an egg, this is going to be a little trickier, but... Well, that's not what I meant to have happen, but alright. There we go. That is what I meant to have happen. I'm going to trick shot every enemy I can. How many bounces do you need to do to get it? Well, that was itself kind of an amusing trick shot. I'll take it. I forget how many bounces you need to actually get it to give you the stars, but, you know. You are a lucky son of a bitch, I just want to say. There we go. That guy was very lucky. For a bit. 2 for stars, 1 for coins. Alright, so it's just 2. And I think the A can bounce 4 times before breaking, so. Alright, so this level isn't really that impressive, but it's not a bad level. This is a good introduction to how the editor works. Oh, I almost had it! There we go. I was like, I think I could ricochet that. Without saying the space, I mean. Where the hell's that egg? I bounced way longer than I thought it would. Hold on, I need to run away. I have enough stars at this point that I could probably just get it from the, what are those things called? Cloud... Item clouds, I don't know. That's what I'll call them now. This guy is just coming for my blood. Hold on a minute. Alright, I guess I'll grab a coin out of him. Or not. There. Alright, so in that one section, though, of the enemies at the end, I think I need to bounce off an enemy or something to get up to the ledge. I'm not sure, actually. I'll assess the situation. Alright. Ah, shit. Well, I guess that works. Yeah. I always forget. You can also hit anything to get stars and stuff out of them. Well, whatever. Now, normally, in normal Yoshi's Island, you don't have to do the trick shot thing to get the stars of a level. That is to say, you can... By just hitting the item clouds and finding the ones that have stars, that's usually good enough. Playing well and getting those is usually perfectly acceptable to being a level with 30 out of 30. Though this level, it does seem that you actually need to farm some enemies for use the little trick. So, rip to anybody who doesn't know the trick in this level. That would kind of suck, actually. I like how that died. It kept biting for some reason. Alright, let's see here. Nice! It's... Oh, shit! No! Oh, fuck. Well, that fucks the whole situation up. No, he's not coming down. He's supposed to come down! Well, fuck me. I was so eagerly jumping down for that coin. I should have thought what I was doing. It's okay. We'll do this. I can do this faster now. Oh, whoops, I'm sorry about that. Well, that's weird. Don't humans normally die when you step on them? I don't remember them doing that in Yoshi's Island, but maybe I just don't remember. Yeah. I feel as if this is supposed to give... I think that item cloud is messed up. I think that one, the way it generates... So, if you have max stars and you hit a item cloud of stars, it normally will do exactly what that one does. Where it spits out 5 coins instead of 5 stars. As to why that one's doing it, I have no idea, though. Alright? Oh, that was that. I guess he's dead. If the fat guys are in the game, yeah, I'll be upset. Which ones? Hold on a second. I'm never really good at ricocheting eggs, but it's kind of fun to try. I think I got something else activated over there. Alright, you know what? You. Yeah. At the end of the day, I'm like, I probably can only get a coin for him. Oh, well, whatever. Damn. I forget the original. I don't remember the fat ones for some reason. Weird that I don't remember them. I remember the frog Vorboss. As everyone needs to remember the frog boss. What the fuck is this ricochet? I legitimately don't understand. Alright. Just gonna make you an egg, whatever. That works. Nope, that doesn't work. Actually, it's fine. That's okay. Actually, I kind of want. Oh fuck! I grabbed it. Well, it's fine. I want to hit it with an egg. All right. Yeah, normally Yoshi's Island levels, not only do they have enough star guys in the item blocks, item clouds, but they also tend to have excess. So if you do make some mistakes, it's easy enough to, you know, just go get some more. So it's okay if you lose a little health here and there. This, however, looks to be a little more unrelenting. Oh well. Ricochets are weird. That worked. Give me back some of what you stole, asshole. Oh, fuck. Nope. You know what? I've learned my lesson. I'll just jump in the stack. Wow. Okay. Delete. Shit. Nope. Wait, did I do anything up there? I don't think I did. That guy was gonna jump to his death, but I was like, no. Also, I'm full. Good. Well, not full. You know, Yoshi's a vor creature. He doesn't get proper full. But you know what I mean. Alright, there we go. Let's go forget the other expansion theme boss, the Boo who grows every time you hit him. This is true. Wait, Boo? That wasn't a Boo, actually. There is a Boo boss, but it's not the one that grows. The Boo boss is in a pot. The one you're thinking of. Uh-oh. The Boo boss grows? I could have sworn the boss that grew was the, Oh, wait. No. Oh, I don't remember now. Come here. Could have hit that guy. Is there anything else up here? Nope. The bigger Boo. The boss after is called Roger the Pilot Ghost. Okay, there's two ghosts then. Why do I not remember this Boo whatsoever? Hold on. Oh yeah, I guess he does technically grow. Yeah, that's true. Fair enough. Penguin? There was no penguin boss, sadly. So bear with me, I'm gonna... Okay. If the game works properly, then... Oh, fuck. You did get more of a boost. Shit, I messed it up, though. Hold on. Maybe I can use this boy. Damn it! You have one shot. That's so annoying. I hate... I actually let go of the button by accident. That was entirely my fault. So I do have to say... Wait, actually... Yes, come over here. Good thing I left him alive. There we go. Good thing I left that guy alive. Ah, there's more flowers up here. I was wondering if there were more... Well, not flowers. Little star dudes. I don't know what they're called. They probably have a name. I just don't know it. So yeah, this feels overall pretty okay. Oh, I knew there's a good one. I knew he'd be down here. Shit. Okay, this isn't supposed to pulsate, it's supposed to go flying around the ring, but okay. There we go. I'm not gonna full complete each of these levels, I just wanted to see if it did anything if I did. But there are more levels, let's check out more levels. So that was pretty good, standard kind of Yoshi's Island level. Let's see what else we got. Now we have Spiky Springs by Luigi Buzz, who didn't set a description. Can we see the creator first? I guess I can do it first if you want to see the creator. I was going to get to the creator, but... Alright, new. Let's see. Okay. I can tell this is kind of a default HUD right now, like the elements, how it works, but that's fine. So blank... That's not really blank, it's just clouds. But not... Oh, I guess... Oh, blanket clouds are slightly different because the clouds are in different positions. So colorful hills, square hills... Like, I like Square Hills. I think that's the one where the giant chain chomps attack you from the background. Forest front. Yep. Forest back. Fortress interior. Gotta love it. Castle waterfalls. Yep. Like naval piranhas. Crystal cave. I can already hear the song. Mountains. You're climbing up to the Raphael Raven, I think it is. Tropical hills. Waterfall canyon. Oil painted stars moon. Love it. Snowy forest. Oh, background set to clouds. Oh, I get it. Okay. Oh, you can mix it then. Except for oil painted stars of moon just kind of takes over. Unless you do maybe... No. Oh, there you go. Let's do oil painted stars of moon because it's lovely looking, and we'll mix it with... I don't know. Some of these mixes never existed in the original game, so let's see. Let's mix that with... Well, not... I mean, that actually has a mood. Some of these just take over entirely, of course. Mountains, I think that may have been mixed at one point. Okay, that one looks kind of nice. Oh yeah, what music do we have? Flower Garden? Basically the starting zone. Yeah, we were on intro for some reason. I don't know what was up with that. Flower Garden is a classic. It's a shame. There are multiple games that basically followed Yoshi's Island, but I don't think any of them are as good as Yoshi's Island. Oh, we can also do an in-between. Okay, well, let's see here. Okay, I see. Let me think. There's quite a few options, really. Let's just do... Actually, you know what? We'll do Castle. Because I think Fortress Interior works well with the oil paint Stars of Moon. It's subtle, but it works. And we'll do... oral music. Yoshi's Island Side of the Act are really not good. They're really bullshit hard, terrible music across the board. I haven't played those two. Yoshi's Story is weird, but I kind of like it. Best athletic theme in the Mario series. This one. It's so ragtime. I love it. There's a reason I've remixed Yoshi's music before. Yoshi's Island music, or used Yoshi's Island sound font to make remixes of other songs. Well, more resequencing, but still. I played Yoshi's Woolly World, and I didn't really play Yoshi's Crafted World. I guess I checked out the demo, but... Woolly World was okay. It's alright. Didn't really feel like a Yoshi game, though. Kind of like how Kirby's Epic Yarn didn't really feel like a Kirby game. Kinda. Underground Song is great. I need to actually start editing. I just like the music a lot. That's okay, we can hear it while we play. Fortress is best, though. Let's name this one... I only have one screen of white space. Huh. One sec, I gotta look up something. Here we go. So all the fortress stages have really great names in Yoshi's Island. Bert the Bashful's Fort, Salve the Slime's Castle, Bigger Boo's Fort, etc. It's named after the owner of it, basically. Actually, it's not very that original typically, but so the cleverness comes in the boss names. Like Sluggy the Unshaven's Fort. That's a good one. Let's see here. I mean, I guess it sounds so generic to do this, though. I need something more clever than this. Let's see. Yoshi's Island was 90% kazoo. There is quite a bit of kazoo in that. Let's see. You guys have any ideas for a name? Let me think. Help me think of this. I don't have any clever names for this. Shadox did? I mean, we could do that. Charm the Grapes. I'm just gonna go with this stupid name. This is good. Alright, so new... Welcome to the letter. Let's use the tilde bar below to get started. You can place tiles, objects, left click, remove them, right click. Double click on them, certain objects to add their properties. Use L to switch layer, G to toggle grid. Okay. Ah, layer 1 or layer 2. Got it. Okay. So what tiles do we have here? We got multiple ground tiles, some lava, some snow. What did I okay. I guess... Ooh, this is a little... Okay, so like... What is this? Why does this pop up like this? What does it try to do? It's like... I guess it's just like... Oh, you want a ground... Oh, okay, some of these work... Okay, so some of these are proper where they actually let me select different sections. Like, upper part. Okay, okay, okay. And then I can see if I can... Oh no, I didn't mean to actually place those. Alright. How do I, okay, move around like that. Okay. And then we got... How big of an area? Oh, Raphael the Raven's up there. Well, not actually. It's not actually him. What's this? What's this one do? Oh, more sections. Got it. And there's some clouds down there. Okay, cool. They're even moving. Charm the Grape, though. That's pretty good, too. So anyways, yeah, we can select from different parts of the tile set. It doesn't look like I can... I was trying to click drag to, like, select a big portion and place it all at once. I don't think you can do that. So you have to do it one piece at a time, which is a little disappointing, but that's understandable for an early version. And apparently, if they don't have a proper tile set, they just kind of... Oh, wow. Lava's kind of complex. So the one problem I have with this current version and this sort of system is that it doesn't have smart place. Like, I have to place the edges of lava tiles. If I place a lava tile, it's not like I just place a lava tile and it figures out how to position the edge. I have to place the edge manually, which is a bit of a shame, but then again allows for more customization. But also, some of these don't have functional tile sets and thus glitch out. Actually, that one's... Huh, now they're not glitching out. Now they're working properly. They were glitching out earlier, though. So yeah, this is kind of a tedious... Kind of a tedious way of placing things. But, alright, what's under decorations? We got flower 1 and flower 2. Okay, arrows, sure. That's weird. Why not have an arrow for every direction? Oh, well, whatever. All 8. Okay, objects. Let's see. Well, obviously we have coin. Oh, Dotted line coin. How do you trigger those again? I can't quite remember. Let's see. Is it one of the ones I can left click on? That doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, those are either activated by a switch or... I don't remember how else. And we got checkpoint rings. Wait, why are there 2 different colors checkpoint rings? I don't remember this. What do these do? You know, let's play some ground and test some of this stuff. Or are there 4 the same? Whatever. The rainbow ones give you stars. Is that what they do different? Ah, hold on. I can click these for... Oh! Well, they are checkpoints, so you respawn from them if you die, right? Looks like I can set where I respawn, where the character respawns. Interesting. Very interesting. So in other words, I can have them respawn away from the ring. Ah, yes, the flower thingies. I know what each of these do. That's, you hit those for items. These spit out eggs randomly, and if you feed these ones eggs from above, they give you star guys. We see what most of these blocks do. This is an information block. Can I Oh yeah. Box. Do you see how this box closes? Look watch it tweak out. Gone. You got sucked into a black hole. Now, Power Block just kills everything on screen? I don't remember. Then we got these things. You hit these with an egg and then they go fly and usually hit a chain reaction thing. These let you bounce upwards. Switches. Things that activate with switches. So with the coins on that aspect. Supporting characters. We got Poochie. Poochie here. We have the blocks you can... Why are there 2 types of these? What are the difference between these? I customize this. Slow clockwise rotation, movement normal, despawn timer 8.5. Oh, I can say how long until it despawns. That's interesting. Don't despawn. I can also choose to never have Poochie despawn. Fair enough. Okay. Fluid disappears after X time. Well, apparently X time can be adjusted. Well, the This one also technically normally has a zero despawn timer, but I guess I can make this one despawn as well. Fair enough. What else we got? Enemies. Yes, well, let me place more. I'm just going to make a mess for now, just to test some stuff. Right. What enemies do we have? So we have Shy Guy, Fly Guy. Ah, my favorite enemy. I hate this guy. Control Mirror. Oh, I can turn them around with control. Good to know. Probably can do that with other stuff as well. Can I do that with tiles? No. Just enemies so far. We got, oh, tap taps. I think these are tap taps. I love these guys. Why are there two types though? I don't remember what the difference between these tap taps. Oh wait, no. One of them walks, one of them jumps. I remember. I'm gonna have to put some eggs down here. This is not gonna work out for me. Put down a dude. There we go. Back to enemies. We have, oh, I love these slime dudes. They're pretty harmless. They can stick to ceilings though. I think. Yeah, there. They drop down, as you can figure. Pretty harmless overall, though. Got some Berts. Got some Koopas. We got naked Koopas. Go. Did you ever just naturally see them shellless in the game? Yeah, like you can knock them out of their shell, but like, are they ever just hanging around without a shell? I don't think they are. Like naturally, I mean. Ah, these fucking things. I hate these spores. Thus, I'm going to place a whole ton. They will grow into the little, what are these skulls? I think these are called nippers. They're from Super Mario Bros. 3 originally. And this flower. This flower's a jerk, actually. And we got bats. Bats are adorable. I also hate them, though. They're actually kind of annoying how they move. Just gonna make this a mess, don't mind me. And a penguin! They're harmless, but also annoying. Can't eat... Yoshi can't eat penguins for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, I should see how the fireball works. If I place a fireball, like... say right here, how will it move? Oh, I see. If you can edit them, they have a little thing. They have a little dot above them if you can modify them. Minimum jump height, random height, jump delay, initial jump. I'm assuming the defaults are... Oh, what's this? I did something. What? Oh, it's previewing. Oh, it's previewing! I like that. That's what this button does, I guess. Or... yeah. Just kind of like preview this as well. No, I can't. That's cool, though. I guess this counts as an enemy now. Spike's hazards? Well, sure. Instant death for Yoshi, that. I think both of them are. Warps are coming in a future update. Fair enough. And I can change things here and add a description and stuff. What's this? What's this? Oh. Fair enough. Anyways, now that I've set up absolute hell, how do I test? Play. There we go. So yeah, those give you 10 stars. So what does the rainbow one do then? Ooh, I just noticed there's a quit button. If I hit quit, it may actually leave the screen and not let me continue to edit. Maybe it gets more. I'm thinking that too. Hold on. I feel like if you hit quit, you might go back to the title screen, and that would really suck, actually. Like, no lie. So hopefully I'm wrong, but I don't know. Alright, let's see. Yeah, it looks like it fills your stars to max. Okay, that's pretty nice. Oh, there's just an edit button right here. I can just go back and edit. Okay, cool. Nice. You guys can't see the edit button, but it's in the corner. That's right, I kind of hate the flower. It just shoots the eggs really randomly. Boof! Yeah. Alright, Alright, so aren't these also different speed normally? Oh shit. And that's why I hate the thief! If you notice, they're very good at running away Baby Mario. Also, they take 3 hits to kill. Oh, fire. I missed. Think about tap. Boof! Forgot you can hit those with eggs. Tap-taps are fun, you can hit them. They don't die from it. But if you hit one into another one, then they die. You can also just, like... Oh my god, I didn't know you could do that. Or maybe I forgot. But yes, you're right, you can make this spit out eggs by ground pounding. Oh, now I can lick eggs. Huh, either I forgot that mechanic or never knew it existed. I'm not sure which. I think I always just chilled out and waited for them to drop eggs. I was patient. I didn't really think of trying anything else. Anyways, let's make a level, I guess. Now that I know kind of how things work. So... Oh, interesting. You can only delete what you're on. That is to say, if I have tiles selected, I can delete tiles. If I have enemies selected, I can delete enemies, etc. No fat guys, though. Nope, not currently. Not this version. It's pretty early, so... Okay, I don't know if I can edit the up-down. No, it doesn't look like I can. Okay, that's fine. Alright, let's, I actually gotta use this tile just to be different. Start down here. What about... Oh, I just realized there's no background tiles right now, so I can't, like, place another background layer, like some of the castles have. Let's try handing under the Shy Guy double click. I mean, I could check. No, they don't have double clicks. I do appreciate some of the UI design, like the little icon letting you know there's more options and stuff for enemies. That's good. Let's actually, you know what? How? Okay, that's high. Okay. We're gonna actually start on the level it started me at. Now, I apologize. One thing I do have to say, I think this editor is really cool and I want to check it out, obviously for a stream. But I will say, I am slow and meticulous with level design. So, if I did play Super Mario Maker 1 a long time ago, and oh boy, how long I could take making a level in that. Fair bit of time, let's just say. Let's say, it's for good reason though. I'm actually curious. Okay, there are... If I grab this L block, am I allowed to then... Okay, I am. Good. Oh, interesting. I can't delete the L block because I'm not selected on it. Wait, does that mean if I'm on the triangle? Oh, I can... So you can delete tiles... If you're in a tile set... If you have a tile in a tile set selected, you can delete any tile in that tile set. But if you want to delete a tile set that you're not having selected, you gotta switch that tile set first. That's a little weird. Not gonna lie. Can I replace? No, I cannot replace. Okay. We're gonna go with this aesthetic here. I don't know what I'd call it, but we're gonna go with the... Maybe gray would be better. This looks okay too, but I'm making my own castle aesthetic with the existing tiles, or at least trying to. Oh, it can just replace, for the same tile set. Okay, cool. That means it's preferable stay in one file set then. Alright. I think every good Yoshi's Island castle usually just starts with a nice flat area, typically. Is there any way to, like... I wish there was a way to draw faster. I guess it doesn't take that long, but... Yes, I have a reason to draw all these tiles. You'll see in a minute. There's a reason I raised things up a bit. Well, actually, I'm technically starting at the normal start height, but this is good start height. Should be just enough space for what I need. What happens if I fall off, actually? I need to check this. Like, what's at the bottom? Pit. Okay, pit, just as I thought. I want to make sure that was the default response to falling off the screen. You know, actually, I'm going to raise this up a bit more. Actually, oh, here's a question, which I'm going to confirm right now. What's at the top? What happens if we reach the ceiling? Does it have... Okay. So, right, if I say delete that block, or maybe these two blocks, and then do that. Okay, just checking something. Just wanting to know the rules. Certain things. Okay, so if you place a block on the very top of the screen, while I can jump off screen, it technically counts as a barrier. So you can't go past the top block. Okay, good to know. If you could, that'd be a good secret place. Good place to hide secrets, you know? Alright, this is a good starting height. I know how I want to design the first part of this. We don't have warps, so this will be kind of a short stage. Also, if I make it super long, we'll be here for 3 hours, so. But I do have a bit of a game design in mind, so I'm gonna take advantage of that idea and execute it. So how far to make this part go off screen? I guess technically... I like the castle walls to feel big and intimidating. So we want to be on this block, which is 10, the 10th block. I will push it back a bit more than that. Up to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll start on that block. Oops. Blue. Let's go all the way up for this. It's strange you can't choose. Can't choose what? I think 6 thick is good. Yeah, that seems fine. Also, how's everybody doing? Because everybody got very quiet. Let's see, does that sell the point? Yeah, I think 6 thick is good. It's gotta be thick. I don't know, man. I'm about the thick, you know? Would say right. Now, keep in mind, when I'm done, I'll actually share the level code. It'll be in the description as well, YouTube, if you want to go find it. So if you want to play the level for yourself that I make, you can go download the game on, well, the Sage website. I'll link that too. I don't normally link the Sage games because they're temporary links. Technically, they won't exist. I've had problems in the past years where I linked a game or something, and then people were like, I can't find the game, and it's like, it's because Sage doesn't stay up forever, so their links can change. So it creates confusion, so I like to stop including links. But I can link my level code. I'll paste bin it so it's easy to access. And you can easily find this on Sage. On the Sage website, at least currently. If it's later, just look up Yoshi's Fabrication Station, you'll find it. Just Google it. It'll show up. It's a pretty unique name. Yes, I realize that this cuts down my play space a bit, but it's fine. I have planned. Alright, that's good. You need to change your bedtime for work. I understand. That's fair. Alright, now that I've done that... okay. Let's move Yoshi back a bit. Alright, now I need to fill this space more accurately, so... Let's... Actually, let's, yeah, style it back more downwards. A low roof at the beginning basically makes the area feel like it's an intro hall, which is better for the beginning of a castle. But like, can we all agree that the Yoshi's Island Castle is like the best song of Yoshi's Island? Because it kind of is. Why is Yoshi down on the ground a bit? Dude. Alright, one block up. More comfy that way. Just a really good song, in my opinion. Got a good flow to it. One more block. I'm kind of avoiding... Like I said, I'm meticulous when I level design. It's like, am I head bonking? Let's prevent that. It feels better if you don't. There we go. That should be good. Shame I can't add, like, backgrounds. There is decorations that technically would be background, but... Yeah, I thought that would go behind the tiles. Oh, wait, right, I have 2 layers. Switch to this layer. There we go. Is that is still in front of the... Okay. Maybe I should have placed these in the foreground. Well... It's fine. There's barely any decorations to even use, so... Shouldn't be a big deal. Actually, what would be more efficient is instead of building out the entire blocks like I've been doing, I'll just use the gray blocks to design how I want to design and work from there. Alright. So, does that have its normal properties, by the way? Can I just, like, touch that and die? Yes. Just wanted to make sure it worked like I expected. It would be nice if I could select multiple blocks. Is there no way to do that? I don't think there is. Just gotta kind of do it however, I guess. This just feels a little tedious to do it this way, that's all. I think 5 is a fair jumping challenge. What does these blocks do? That's like a long waterfall, right? Huh. I guess it's a tile you're supposed to use when it's... It feels like the wrong tile. Didn't lava have like a deep lava tile that wasn't that? Or is that actually the tile? It doesn't look right. Oh! No. No, that's not how they did it. Was that the tile? I have to look at the original lava now. I feel like something's off here. Is that how it looked? Maybe that is how it looked. Okay, fair enough. I'm like second guessing what I remember. Alright, well anyways, this is what I need. And yes, the let's have to go straight down for now. I have plans. Oh, you know what, actually. Ooh. It's even better. No. Right, switches. I was thinking to myself, do I have what reason, with the current mechanics being that it's a bit simple, what can I do to make a player forcibly have to go to a dead end? And then I thought about it for a while. I'm like, oh yeah, switches. Okay, how's that lead up feel right now? That's good. It's not a hard lava pit. That's not the point. I don't want it to be hard. At least not the first sections. It's more just to start setting up, you know? Kind of getting things... Get the player like, hey, you gotta jump over some lava pits. Just keep in mind, like, here's the lava pit. Let's put some enemies around. But, yeah, I got a good design plan. I think it would be kind of fun. So... Separate this out again, and then another lava pit here. And this lava pit is going to be more interesting. So we're going to put like... Also, I'm just kind of selecting tiles a bit randomly to kind of make it a little more dynamic, you know? Make the splishy splashes a little more interesting that way. This one, a little bit longer. Long enough that you're going to need to use a platform. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, the first lava pit was just, you know, kind of a warm-up. And this one's like, hey, take me more seriously. We're not gonna make it hard, per se, but we're gonna make it definitely take a bit more effort. That's good. And then we want to run the player across a bit more. And I want this to be a longer stretch because I got some plans. So I'll make this a good long stretch like that. Is that long enough? Yeah, it's long enough. And then one more lava pit. But this one is going to be a bit weird. Let's see, how do I want to do this actually? Oh, I know exactly how I want to do it. We'll make this one like that. And then like no, 4 blocks across. That would be better. 4 blocks across, then yes, I play it say on my head. It looks kind of basic right now, but I'm kind of building a framework for myself. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then there we go. That's good. Actually, how many blocks down can Yoshi see from this level? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can see 5 down. Good to know. Good to know. The reason that matters to me that should be good. Okay. All right, that's what I wanted. Okay. You can see 4 blocks down, meaning, or 5 blocks down, meaning if I place this, I want this lava lower, but not like bullshit, like where you just drop down and you don't know there's lava, you die. That would be sucky. I don't want that. But what I do want is the player to like have to notice something. So let me set this up just right. Okay, good. Sorry, that part's done. Fill this part in with blocks, why not? And, okay. I'll fill in the rest later, but for now, this is good. And we'll want... So I'm going to create an interesting double trap with the lava, or double obstacle with the lava. Let's you know, hold on, let me put some, oh, let's see, what tiles can I use that are kind of, okay, so we got platforms, we can use, what else can we use? Oh, grass tile's not that useful. Actually, you know what? Are these platforms? I don't, are these collidable? I don't actually know. Nope. Oh, those guys. Oh, I can use those as background tiles then. Oh shit. Ah, damn it. I'm just realizing, like, there's a problem here. Like, say I want to, I don't know, like, place. I'll just demonstrate. Say I want a window here, it's gonna overlap. Like, oh no, it goes behind. Oh no, it's fine. We're good. Except for I deleted the wrong blocks. How did I do? Oh, right, wrong layer. Okay. Okay, so that is gonna go behind. Everything I place on that layer is gonna go behind. Excellent. Actually, that's what I want. Okay, cool. In that case, what's very imperative here is specifically this tile set. I don't think any other one matters. I want to say that some of these blocks are also not solved, but I don't know which ones, so. Well, this is a shadow explorer. I guess let's get some pink in there, yeah. Okay, so if I think I'll actually avoid adding cosmetic tiles for now, though. I mean, I could add cosmetic tiles, but it's going to take 5 years with this editor, so I feel like that might not be a good idea. Unfortunately, this editor is still in development. I'm sure they can make this quicker to use in the future, but under the circumstances, I should probably keep it to mechanics only. So, let's instead... I'm kind of curious. Can I don't even know if this is possible. I'm just going to see. If I do this, right? Well, first off, does it look okay? It looks fine. Second thing, am I allowed to... Oh, I shouldn't be on this layer. There. Why was I on that layer? Actually, what? Why is it just invisible now? No, it has collision. Alright, well. Something bizarre happened. Alright, now we're actually properly on the layer. Okay. Can this guy hang from that? Oh, he can. Oh, he immediately moved, though. Oh, he's coming in. Watch out. Yeah, okay, he's too close. Let me move that back, then. Okay. I don't know, just something I appreciate about that. Just having him hang on that edge. Alright, there we go. I can't delete these tiles, by the way. I'd like to note. I seem to be incapable of deleting those tiles. Anyways, yeah, they're perfect. It's an attack bad. The question is, though, did I just fuck something up? Can I not delete these blocks anymore? It doesn't... Oh, there. Well, I deleted that. I still can't delete these. Are they on the other layer? Ah, okay. That was very odd. Alright, well, anyways. I'll do a little geometric. I'm noticing something. Do you see it? You see the problem? These tiles insist and like look at this. I can't. I want to place this on the ground, but it wants to go in a 2x2 grid lock, and I don't know why. Well, that's weird and annoying. I wonder why it does that. Let's see, is there another block I could use instead? Not really. I think I'm just being punished for having the ground where I have it. Not sure why, though. Fine, I'll raise it up one, then. Well. No, that actually messes up everything. Okay, I'll lower it down one, then. No, that messes up... Ah, fuck. That's really annoying. I hope they fix that in the future, because I don't know why it wants to gridlock like that. I mean, probably to snap to things better, but I'd rather it just free move. What else does that? Okay, so I guess rip if you're on the wrong plane, I suppose. I guess I just have to bump everything up then. It's annoying because the lava takes a little bit of meticulous placement, so that ain't great for me, but oh well. And before you ask, no, I'm not going to build the whole level on this stream. I actually want to play other games today. But I will cover a bit of this. I want to cover at least the beginning section, then I'll just save and mess around with it later. Alright, now that I move things... I'm gonna get section 1 done. Yeah, see, now I can place. I don't know why that happened. Let's just have a nice little aesthetic here. I don't really know what I call this, but... I call it kinda neat. Can I start Yoshi on it? Would he just slide off, or would he stand there? No, he starts there. Yeah, let's do it! Why not? I'm surprised he could just... I figured he would, like, move. I don't know. Alright. Cool. That works out. Okay. So, I guess, you know... Wow, he's actually kind of hard to reach. Because that placement. You know, I think I like have the lava one down. This is fine. And yeah, that could be fluttered, but I'm going to put a platform just to make it easier for people. And you get to this section and you're like, what? Yeah, actually that works. That's good. You can probably already see what I'm doing here. I'm playing a little secret, but not that secret. You just have to look for it. Which I'm going to make the next part such that you kind of need to look for it to actually make progress, so it'll be kind of obvious. A maw. Yeah, I can get that impression too, yeah. I see it. Let me put that there for consistency's sake. Same with... There we go. I kind of feel like putting him back, actually. Is it annoying to move these slopes? No, not at all. That bat proves to be slightly annoying because his position is such... I suck at attacking bats. I am bad at them. Bad dealing with them, but... That bat alone is enough of a hazard at the beginning, by the way. I don't need anything more than that. Can these go... oh, no. Can these go... No. I was gonna say, can you make these guys jump downwards rather than upwards? Because I had a thought, but nah. Okay, so, alright, so anyways, this roof height doesn't have to change at all. It's fine how it is. Now, granted, I could put a... You know, I'm going to put a little secret area. Well, not really secret, but maybe it's even... Maybe I'll even make it required. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There. Okay. Cool. Very good, actually. This will be perfect. Yeah, bat alone is enough of an obstacle at the beginning. Should I... Oh, wait. It's probably reasonable to put a flower somewhere, right? One of these guys. I'll put them right here. Or... I can't even catch him. Most of them are getting sent out of the level. Okay, let me move this guy. Oh, you know what I actually want to do? Speaking of moving things, I'm gonna shut everything back a bit, just a little bit. They'll make the move the bat a more fair distance away from the player at the beginning, which just feels better. You can't tell, I like to be symmetrical. Or actually, let's be honest here, these blocks are better. Is that close enough to activate the bat? Probably is. Yeah. Okay. Well, then obviously the solution is simple. Right there. I do kind of want an item box, though, at the same time. That works. I'm thinking to myself, where do I want to place what I want to place? I want one of these, but where's a good spot for it? I guess just a little bit ahead would be fine. Oh, you know what? Actually, better idea. That's where that can go. Thank you. 1 second on that. First bat can be fought without eggs. This bat can be fought, or things here can be fought with eggs. Seems fair. Also, move this up one. I think it's more comfy to hit that when it's a little higher, right? Yeah. Good message. I don't know. Silly message. It doesn't all fit for some reason. Woof! Oh, it gets. I actually kind of like how it's on a separate line. Actually, you know what? I don't know how the centering works, but let's do that. Look at auto centers. No. That message broke. What? Hello? I think I broke it. Hold on. It's confused. It's fine. I'm learning. Alright, 2 down for that. And then... learning how to center. If you add spaces, it doesn't seem to understand how to go down a line. Huh. Kind of confusing. I guess I'm forced to just have it be the way it is then. Oh wait. If it has problems with tons of spaces, then maybe... Nope, that looks great! You know what, screw the lower part. I'll just have a cryptic message, which actually is a hint as well for later. Yeah, that'll do by itself. Goodbye, bat. Alright. Now, what should we put on this platform? Just a dude? This seems fine. Thought it'd be fancy at the beginning of the level. It's the beginning of the level, so. Let's see. I'm just trying to remember where it is. I think it's under... Yeah, it is. Right over here. I want this. No, okay, I want this one. There we go. Oh, that opened a different HUD. That's why I was confused. All right. Yeah. Oh yeah, the stompables. I forgot about that. What's this? Oh, do these respawn? That works. Oh god, you can do terrible overlap. These usually mean respawnable blocks. Well, hi there, guys. I like how 2 people showed up at the same time to go like, wow, it's Smart Mac from your son. Hi, guys. Welcome. Yes, this is Yoshi's Fabrication Station. It's clearly very early in development, but it's good, actually. I mean, for being early in development. Huh? What's these do? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? That's a surprisingly tricky little bat. Didn't even realize that. You ever notice how you shrink if you hit lava? Yeah. Always thought these donut blocks in Yoshi's Island were actually really fair. I think they're a little more generous than the ones in Super Mario World. They take longer to fall. I have no idea what these symbols mean. That would normally mean that I can, like, edit it, right? But, for some reason I can't. Oh! Oh! It's, oh. Okay. I get it now. Spasher bugs? Oh, what'd you find this? What kind of bugs did you run into? Okay. I was wondering how you, like, change the size of the platforms. Alright, fair enough. I just saw a stream like Terrasco. I thought you were playing regular Yoshi. Nope. It occurs to me as I build this level that I really don't know how high Yoshi can jump, and it's pretty reasonably high. Jerk. Jerk that I place, but still jerk. This is fair height, yeah. I'm not going to build an entire level, by the way, for those of you who just joined, because that would take probably, 16 or so hours for me to be satisfied with myself. This is like probably as editors. If I get into them, I'm going to be here for a while. But that's okay, because I actually have some plans here. You know, on the whole over the teeth past the gums thing, actually I'm kind of curious. Koopas can perfectly functionally climb these, right? I think. So we have functional. It occurs to me I can keep adding these blocks as the level advances if we really want the gum effect. I feel like it'd be annoying here, so I'm gonna just not place any on the ground there. But I'll keep placing them on the ceiling. Probably with a little bit of centering. Like so. Kind of a slightly claustrophobic, but really not claustrophobic kind of thing. I'm not going hard into a Vor aesthetic, by the way. It's just kind of a nice look, so I'm going to use it. Also, it just adds that extra little bit of, oh, careful of your jump, you know? I kind of like that. It's not really a challenge, but it's a little bit intimidating. Alright, there we go. That looks orderly. Okay. Alright, I'm going to take suggestions. I want a little area up here where you can get some more coins and stuff. Does anybody have any suggestions? Oh yeah, duh. I can always create dead-ends just to get some red coins or such. Does anybody have any suggestions for a challenge or enemy or anything? Let me know. It's a big jump, actually. Maybe I should put a little something here. I do like level creation. It's fun, you know? How's that look so far? That bat's a little tricky to kill, but not in a way that I really feel like is bad. It's just that his movements coincide well with that slope, so it's a little hard to, put a little something up here just so you can get some... Oh, you know what? I have a... Yes, I got it. I got something that would... Sometimes you want to design for something that's satisfying, even if it's not really technically a challenge. And I think I just had a great idea as how to do that. How about when you start the level, you immediately see a power-up, you want it, and then you get it by going up there. Thus, you don't have to go very far to get it, but you have to see it, you can't get it, but then you get it, and it's fun, because you got it. To put it quite simply. So anyways, I'm gonna put a... Right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put some enemies here first off. Let's see, who should we put here? I feel like I like my tap boys. Let's put them here. How do you turn them again? I forget what button it was. There's a way I turn them around. I forgot what it told me. Oh yeah, control. Okay. I love me some tap boys. So I'm gonna put them here. And we're gonna put... So the best one, though, it's perfect. So check this out. This should work as intended, I believe. Let's see if I'm right. They're definitely going to activate up here. They make a lot of noise. Do they... I forget, do they fall? No, they turn around. God, they're noisy. All right. Here's the thing about taps, right? They're pretty invincible. Oh, I just realized I need to make this thinner so you can actually get down. Silly me. I forgot you can't drop through platforms. Alright, that's okay. Here's the fun thing about taps. Yeah, that's the fun thing about taps. They are so invincible, they kill each other. Because they're very strong, which you can use against them. I don't like the height of that. I thought I liked the height of that. You know, I don't like the height of that. I'm gonna move that down one. There. That's much more reasonable. Okay. And also more organized. Wait, Goomba doesn't walk with them, does he? If that Goomba walks with them, that'd be great. Oh, he does! That's adorable. I don't think you ever see setups like that in the game normally. I love it. Of course, he's gonna fall off the ledge, but I can make him turn around easily enough. I love how the Goombas do a little eye wriggle before they jump. If you pay attention, they're like, ooh, a ledge. I like this. Jump. Ooh, a ledge. Mistake. It's like, this is the eye wiggle, like, ooh. Alright, so, oh, excuse me. we're gonna do this. I'm dying, apparently. There we go. Nice. All right. We're gonna have... Oh, they walk over... They also are... They also happily walk over ledges, if I'm correct. Oh, fuck. The height issue happened again. I don't know why these blocks insist on being placed in stupid locations. Oh well. Alright, well, that's fine. I can make this corridor a little tighter. That's not really an issue. Not with what I'm doing currently. Alright, I hope they fix that and make it so you can actually place tiles on any set of tiles rather than locking it to certain sets. Yeah, that's just enough height. That's good. That kind of forces the player to fight them, too, so... Which, I mean, there's eggs right here, so there's no problem there. Alright, so we're gonna put... Excuse me. Perfect. Synchronizes them well with... I'm gonna just move these guys up, actually. Hold on. I really like that I can make the Goomba march with the tap-taps. I don't... That's actually... Here's the thing about Yoshi's Island's design. Not only is it a good game just because it's fun, but it's also a good game because they legitimately thought about... not only, hey, is this a good challenge, but also, hey, is this aesthetically pleasing? Hey, we put these enemies with these enemies because it's just... Not because of it being a challenge, but simply because it's interesting, you know? And that's good enough. So I decided to move the teeth back a bit so I can match it up better at the top like that. Because, yeah, we're basically doing a teeth aesthetic now. Let's move this guy back down. They should all happily march together now. I could. Why, fuck. If it wasn't for another height issue, I'd place more, but that's good. That's good how it is. Let's... Is that enough challenge by itself, or do I want anything else here? Well, besides coins. I definitely want some coins, so... That's probably good enough challenge by itself. 2 invincible enemies. One of which you might not be able to immediately kill. You might just have to deal with them, which is fine, because you can jump over them, too. Let's see here. And, alright, here comes the fun part. So we're gonna do... I think this works. When Yoshi is at normal height, where does he throw the egg? Like, if he was just throwing directly... It would kind of be both. Alright, that's what I thought. You can throw an egg through a 1-block tile height thing. I'm just thinking, like... I was just trying to think, like, what would be the best way of doing that, though? Okay, so here's what I'm going to do for this section. Well, first off, I'm going to extend it a bit more, because this is a little claustrophobic. But, oh, you know what? I could combine... Okay, I have a good idea. I could combine what I was going to do with an aesthetic, and the aesthetic would make this look nice. Let's do that. So, okay. So this section, I'm going to put... There we go. Alright, so this thing, I think I'll put one more tile that way. That thing's a special thing. going to force the player to use this, but I'm going to force them to use it through an interesting trap, which will be aesthetically pleasing if I set it up correctly anyways, which I'm going to do. Should I go all the way up? Yeah, why not? No, actually, 2 down is good enough. 2 down is good enough. Okay. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, this editor still needs some quality of life adjustments to make this more functional, I guess. But anyways, here. Gonna put me some lava here. If it isn't obvious, well, it's gonna be really obvious once I'm done here, but gotta love me some upside down lava. This is gonna look really intimidating, I know, but it's one of those things that looks intimidating, but it's not hard. Because all I'm basically doing is using this lava to tell the player, hey, you can't go this way, so throw an egg. Because yeah, there's no way you're going through this. I need to do one more block. Actually, yeah, that would look even better if I did that. Okay, so let's switch back to. Let me actually switch gears for a second. I do like level design. I didn't really like Super Mario Maker that much as a whole, but that's mostly because I don't care that much about basic Mario games. Yoshi's Island, though. I love this game to death, so making a level for it, yeah, sounds pretty good in my opinion. Okay, okay, that's how much space it takes up. No. The thing about Yoshi's Island design is you want to design for fun, not just challenge, not just for gameplay. So if you design something that just has a bit of spectacle, it's not hard, it just looks really cool to see in action, that's good, because Yoshi's Island cares about that sort of thing. Like, that's a good design choice. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to put a flower literally right there. So the player immediately sees that upon starting. I think that would be interesting. And it's not technically hard to get, but it does make the player immediately go like, oh, I want that. Which, you know, I feel like that's good design. And because you could never have enough lava. And I could actually turn this into a gameplay mechanic later as well. I just realized I should have that one higher because it looks more interesting that way. There we go. Well, nah, actually, I'll move back down. Like I said, I'm meticulous, I'm sorry. Alright, okay. As far as the player knows, this goes on infinitely, but it doesn't actually go on infinite. Wait, what did... I turned a block into another block. How did I do that? Weird. Weird. Okay, now it's gone. Also, a little, you know... Yeah, the player's gonna start this level and go like, how the fuck does that work? They're gonna see nothing but the they might be able to see the, let's see if they can see it. If they jump, they can see the thing above there. But if they don't jump, they're just gonna see, like, the lava up there, and they're like, oh, what sort of platform shit do I have to do to get up there? But it's actually really easy, though. If you don't know what this block I'm making is, by the way, it's gonna make sense in a sec. I'm almost tempted to... You know what? I'm gonna do that. Hold on a second. Oh, you know, there is technically wall lava, which I could use for this, but... Let's see. Does wall lava have a quarter piece? It does. Well, okay, you know what? Let's do that. Good old wall lava, you know. When you have particularly sticky lava. Yeah, you can see how Mario Maker has the tile set creator that it's a bit intuitive, so it'll figure out edges and stuff for you, at least as far as I remember. Which is very helpful because when you have to place tile by tile, it's definitely a lot slower, as you can tell by watching me play this. So I'm going through as fast as I can, but even so, it's still a little tedious. Try to save time by kind of placing multiple blocks here and there, so it's a little more spaced out that way. Or, so I don't have to keep going back and forth between different block types. Alright, this is working. Looks very intimidating. Yeah, if I set my mind to design a level for this sort of thing, I usually can make something pretty fun. I made a in Mario Maker 1. I actually made a level combining two aesthetics you never really see together. I made a level. It was a lava castle level, but it had icebergs in the lava. It was lava icebergs. Didn't make any sense, but it was really interesting to combine ice physics with lots of lava. It actually was a pretty cool level. Plus, icebergs have an interesting shape, so it kind of made for an interesting level design for that reason too. All right, there we go. Too much lava or just enough? I almost want to, like, fill it up here and just have it be like, oh, you know what? The castle is... It's just got lava, you know? It's just got lava next to it. Yo, don't worry about it. Like, this is the edge of the castle, kind of, and it just has lava here. Kind of works. Not to mention that actually plays into a later aesthetic if I keep designing this. Do you guys here? Let me actually guys ask your opinion. I'm gonna stop before this level's done because otherwise we're gonna be here all stream. Would you guys like me to finish it and release the level on my Discord channel? Tell me what you think. Tell me your thoughts. Also, just look like fleshy books. You're making a test and. I kind of see it. Also, here's the cool thing. I will tell you this. This lava, all the lava that flows downwards, I'm going to make use of it with the whole silly lava thing. I'm going to make use of it for an underground area. So it's all going to come back, basically. Also, I just realized I should probably... There, much better. That looks more aesthetically pleasing. Plus, there's also decorations I can add, which I'll consider later. I don't feel like I have quite enough going on in this area. What do you guys think? Should I add something else in here? Maybe I do, though. Oh, no. Here we go. Put them in the back, because they'll be encountered later. Plus, they'll get some eggs if you need some eggs for this. That actually works out really well. Okay, so... Alright, now let's actually finish this, because it's not actually done. Put one there. Then... Yep, that's it. Can't you make these go... You can make these go diagonal. I forgot about that. Which actually kind of makes me want to do a stupid little thing. No, that's too many. It is fun to have a little chain reaction, but you don't want to overdo it. Two seems almost too simple, but it still look good, I guess. All right, let's test this out. Oh, I actually forgot. No, there was actually something else I was going to do. Well, I want to add some more objects first. Hold on. Specifically... Okay, just kind of roll cool here. Actually, it feels like it's too many coins now. I'll space them then. And turn, like, every middle one into a yellow one. There we go. That's satisfied, I think. And well spaced. Let's, yeah, start decorating the level with some coins. Not everything's going to be symmetrical centered, by the way. So, for instance, these teeth aren't, but that's okay because it centers with these, and I like that better. Again, rule of fun is part of the objective with stuff like this. You don't want too many coins. You don't want to oversaturate the level of coins because then it gets kind of tedious to collect them. But you do kind of want to. Oh yes, let's add the challenge of yeah. Those are completely grabbable. It's just move them up. That's a little more fair. Well, no, actually, no, it's a pretty fair position, especially since we got donut blocks here. Let's use coins as guidance here. Remember, you don't actually want to be symmetrical with red coins, or you want to try to trip the player up, I suppose you could say. So, for instance, if I were to put a coin here, this actually make it easier to grab the coin because it's not in the middle, exact middle now. For instance, you might want to consider being a bit dastardly, like grab these two, they're just yellow coins. You see these are just yellow coins, but one of them's a red coin. That sort of thing is a good way of hiding, a good way to hide coins and such. It's not really hiding them though, because an observant player will try to collect all the coins or just pay attention to what they look like. Let's put okay, hold on. This is pretty good so far. Let's put a little secret. Yeah, that one. Can you make them... Oh, they don't have invisible ones yet. Okay. Perfect. Oh, there we go. I was wondering how you... Oh, you can also make them pop switches, and... Okay, cool. So you can make them drop switches as well. That's good. I'm gonna have this one spew... Now, this one's going to spew star guys in such a way where some might fall off over here if you're not careful. But it's not going to be really that difficult either. Or should I put it here? Nah, I'll put it here. That seems like a... That's more... What's the word? Logical. But I do need something in this... I need something over here. Something... Wait, what can I put in these again? Coins, stars, heart. Okay. There's, I think these things could drop other things as well in the original game. Obviously, they haven't added all that in. Power block just kills all enemies on screen, if I recall. And... This works. I think this is probably fair. I could... Okay. I need... So would it be too much... Would it be too much if I added more... If I added a... You know what? I actually haven't thought about the slimes. I'm gonna put, like... I'll put a little slime dude here. Here's what I'm gonna do. Put one slime dude there, and I'm gonna put a slime dude over here, but I'm gonna have this one on the ceiling like he's hiding and like his friend. There. Yeah, that seems fair. And you know what? That corner's bothering me, so I'm gonna just... There. Let's see how this feels. Ignoring, you know, the weird, like, obviously I haven't finished the lava there and stuff, but it's not a big deal. Yeah, that's... I hate the trap I made, but I've seen it in actual official levels, so it's not like it's unreasonable. I just despise this particular type of trap. There's a way to approach it. Like that. It's okay if you go a little low too, as you see. Oh yeah, it's a little annoying, but you see I have all the tries in the world to try and attempt to trip it. Oh yeah, this is good. I love how they're marching around. Good. There's a little slime guy. Where does Fred go? I had two there. What? Oh, that was supposed to... Oh, there he is. Oh, they hide! I didn't actually know they completely hid. I kind of like that. Also, why didn't they give me stars? Nice. Satisfying sound, too. You need to tie your flutter jump, right? Yeah, that's all you gotta do. Now, I could bump them up one more if I want to be more fair about this. To make the jump from annoying to still slightly dangerous, but a lot easier. Okay, so, no, actually, that's good. That one slide of the bean's actually good. He's kind of a warding slime. So he's just going to be there warding you. And then I can place... They come out of the wall so slowly, I'm going to actually place two. That's not unreasonable. Now, what was wrong with this? Did I never... Maybe I just never selected the stars, actually. That might have been the issue. Oh, that's great! Did you guys notice what I just did by complete accident? I designed something useful. If you jump for the coins, you kill the bat. That's well timed with the bat. I like that. Basically, the coins lead you right where the bat needs to be killed from. Yeah, that's a more fair. That's a fair height for this. If you didn't come with an egg, you can also use this thing. Boop. Oh god! Why did you go that direction? Oh god, that was loud. Wow, they're merged on top of each other, so I can't kill them. There we go. Ooh. That's actually good. That's like okay. This tap placement's good because he rolls up the hill. He's kind of in the way. Oh yeah. And then these guys get in your way. And you have to kill them. Yeah, the tap is a fair threat in this area because when he's climbing up here, he's kind of in the way. You gotta wait for him a little bit or knock him out of the way. That's a fair trap. That leaving the one tap alive and just acting as a minor obstacle. Not wasting too much of the player's time, but still proving to be like, oh, you gotta be a bit mindful of it. Alright, so that's pretty good. And then we have this area, and I was gonna have this room be bigger and just use it for like... I don't know. This is a good size what it already is, but... Well, let's see here. I'll go a little further. I'm gonna stop soon, but I'm gonna go a little bit further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that was... No, actually, yeah, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So this room, slightly larger. Gonna serve another purpose. Games exist in devs for months. Testers, everything is fine. What are you talking about? Also, actually, did you ask my question? Answer my question earlier? Oh, you didn't? No. What kind of bugs did you find, by the way? The second I go to release a tester, everything is making bros with the site. That's how she thinks. Bugs Murphy's Law the fuck out of people, honestly. What other blocks do I have use of? Alright, now I have a large chamber after a bunch of teeth. It's like a gut now. I'm not even intentionally designed this way, it's just kind of working out, I guess, that way. Lots of soft blocks. Oh, soft blocks. We're talking. Okay, that's an actual problem bug, yeah. Alright, this section's not gonna have lava though, because there's a lot of lava after and before it. So this section needs to have plane flying overhead. Okay, I was like, what the hell is that noise? This will have... Oh, me placing a block by accident. At least this works with them. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whenever I'm making a level in a game like this where it has a grid, I always constantly check the height of things. Alright, so... Alright, I got a bit of an idea. Actually, I want that a little longer. Cool. Charmer's the best game tester because he runs every bug, every one. It's releasing tomorrow, isn't it, Creature? On Steam, if I recall. I'm just like thinking, like, Either releasing or becoming available listing-wise. Correct. Hence why you're working overtime. If you need me to just randomly play it a bit to see if I can find bugs, I can do so. Sounds like you already have some testers, though. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Oh, this is perfect, actually, yeah. Big tooth. Climbable tooth. Also, it's slightly claustrophobic. I'm gonna bounce this back a bit. Reposition. That's better. One thing some level designers have trouble with when they're making like ROM hack levels is they don't give the player enough room to move and breathe. And it's not great. Gotta get a player some space, yo. Level design's hard because, like, you could easily make a level too spread out with not enough going on. Or you could easily make it too crammed with too much going on. But yeah, sorry for your situation there, Creature. Actually, maybe I should stick to the aesthetic and hold on. Go for more angles. It just occurred to me, why not? Why not keep the more angles? I could also make... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. Yeah, fuck it. We're gonna stay to the aesthetic instead of whatever the hell I'm doing right now. Which means... stay to the aesthetic, but do something different with it. Simple as that. Good. This is good. Okay. Now that I have this, I'm going to now... let's see. What traps do we want in here? I feel like bats. Definitely bats. I'm guessing that guy will... I'm guessing these guys will trick when you're nearby. But I'm not sure. Yeah, definitely a tap right there. Perfect. And... honestly, I'm gonna put a Shy Guy here. I don't know. It just feels better. Hmm? So let's just see how the room interacts with Yoshi when I go over there. I'm not really sure how the bats will activate. But I love Shy Guys in Yoshi. They just look so shady. I like look around like, Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, these guys fly back and forth? Well, that wasn't part of my plan, but... oops, that wasn't part of my plan either. You know what's actually really good about this? Well, I failed to demonstrate what's really good about this, but hold on a second. I'll do it again. What's really good about this is I can grab a Shy Guy. It's a little timing game. Like, how do I get him out of the way? Now he's out of the way. Oops. Oh, that bat! That bat's less dangerous. That bat didn't say weird. That's fine, though. He can do weird things if he wants. Okay, so now that I have a nice little image layout here for this room, let's put... Just pondering. Hold on a minute. Unfortunately, I can't break these in small bursts, can I? If I like delete this block. Well, first off, it doesn't let me, but second off, it's a 2x2 block, so I have to delete the whole thing. Would this be unfair? I'm not sure. Still looks like a tooth if I do this. That's a little dangerous. I don't know if it's too dangerous. It's also maybe not conveying enough information, like, hey, don't touch this doofus. The reason I wanted to do this, though, I'll demonstrate immediately. You'll see immediately why it is, in a way, a good design. If I do... let's grab some eggs. So... whoa. Bye-bye. Dead. That's why I like... Actually, maybe if I just have one on... Oh, what if I just have one on this side? It's not... Actually, it's really simple to jump over, by the way. I thought... Yoshi's jump is actually pretty good, so... You don't really have to approach it at all to get over that. What do you guys think? Safe? I think that's fine enough. If I had the ability to like cut little bits of blocks out of the spike, I would do more of that, but yeah, I guess so. That's fair. Ooh, let's. But here's the problem: the aesthetic doesn't work in this room because we didn't complete it, quote unquote. But I can complete it. At least I think I can. Let's see how it looks if I do this. Basically, have a little synergy with the other spikes in the room. Yes, I realize this is really high up and thus not super dangerous, but that's the point. I want it to be there as a possible threat without being a huge threat. Yeah, there we go. Now the room. This brings the room together a bit more. Can you tell how much care and concern I put into level making? I don't just slap shit together. The downside is it takes me fucking forever to do anything, but, you know. Tit for tat. Is there a sign I can use that just indicates, like, hey, careful? Not really. Just remember the rest of Sage. Yeah. I think this is the last room I'll design for now. Gonna move those guys down a bit. That's good. I'll leave them like that. Also, I can make that top lava a little more dangerous. Without being unreasonable about it. There. Is Yoshi 2 blocks? Yeah, he's 2 blocks tall. Just checking before I do a thing. Yeah, but that tips me to move it closer just so it matches. That's a little more dangerous, but I suppose it's fine. Here, let me throw a ball and let me sit these platforms out a bit. That makes it viable to get the coins from those ledges. There we go. This seems reasonable. We'll just put Shy Guys there, so the bottom of the room fills out a bit. Let's test it. This is my last go, by the way. This is the last thing I'm doing. not Shy Guy isn't threat. Actually, enough of a threat, though. I don't know. It's really easy to hit him, too, see? So the danger of this room... That bat killed itself by flying upwards. Good. I'm just gonna do this to see how difficult it is. Pretty manageable, actually. That being said, I think I'll extend the platform out a bit further, because the jumps were awkward. May as well make that a little easier. There, that's better. Can you use the blocks? I'll lower that down one, actually. Actually, then this makes more sense. I'll just hang them on this platform. There, now they're more of a threat, and that one won't kill itself. I could use another block. But I've already thrown lava into the level, so the player should be aware of it. You know, I just realized I can tie the room together a bit better if I just... Nah, it's fine. I prefer this shape. It's just going to be that maybe sometimes I put too much symmetry into a room. There, I'll break it up a bit. You don't want to be completely symmetrical of everything. That can get boring. No description set. Let's I don't have a description in mind right now, but I'm just gonna put delve deep for now. So how do I just hit quit? I'm a little concerned. I just realized I have absolutely no idea how I get my level code. Okay, it's right there. It saves. Okay, so so it just saves it. Just in case, though, I'm also going to grab the level code. Just in case it doesn't save. You never know of a demo or something. Best to save it just in case. I'll come back to this and continue working on it. At a later date. But we're going to move to the next game now. Obviously, I can get quite involved with editors. This is pretty fun. Even though it's an early version, there's still a fair bit to do here. And obviously, they're going to add more, more of Yoshi's Island. I think the point was basically to make a feature complete to Yoshi's Island, so, everything in Yoshi's Island existing in this editor. I also think that they could manage some quality of life improvements, such as how I couldn't place certain blocks unless they were on a particular 2x2 grid. I couldn't go 1x1 off of that. I found that kind of annoying. So hopefully they remove that restriction in the future. Also, just the way of selecting tile sets. I'm fine with selecting individual tiles, but it would be nice if there was also a smart tile option where it tried to predict what I wanted. Like, oh, I'm putting a quarter, I'm putting lava in a quarter. Okay, make a quarter lava piece, automatically. That would be good if they could do that too, because that would speed up things immensely. And you could always just choose manually using the other option. But yeah, this is pretty cool so far, especially for obviously a very early demo. I heavily recommend you check this out and maybe make your own stuff. There are other levels, by the way, I could have checked out. We only checked out one. But people made a whole bunch on... Well, I'll just provide the link, actually. It's right here. It'll be in the description as well. This is where you can get the game, as well as look at a list of levels. If you scroll down, there's a list of levels you can play. So you just check those out if you want to play some of the levels. There's some really interesting names. That guy just ran off with my baby is one level. So yeah, Fun. Actually, I'm kind of digging this. Hopefully, I wish the project developer the best, and I hope it keeps progressing nicely and smoothly, because I'd love to see more of it in the future. But for now, that was the demo of Yoshi's Fabrication Station.